Can you believe it? I think I found a dive in Sweden. No idea. For you, is it worth coming? I've just nearly fell down a bloody hole, did you see that? I've just realised I've got a bloody tan look. Oh my god. I've just nearly lay an ostrich egg then. Oh good, oh good. Path is leading us down definite snake territory now. He's just fell over, innit? Come on then, boy. He loves the long grass. You know what to do. Can you believe it? I think I found a dive in Sweden. Well, they're building that side, but I mean the shops I just walked past. Bit of graffiti. I'm home. It lasted all of 3 minutes. We're back into paradise again, a nice little cobbledy street. We're heading towards, oh, by the way, welcome to Vorburg. Said like Warburg, but it starts with a V. Doesn't make sense, does it? Well, it doesn't have to. We're here. We're heading towards a fortress this morning, trying to navigate through this and these building works here. Oh, dance studio, eh? What's that all about? You love it here, don't you? Sweden then, we're about halfway in. I'm buying some time before I drive into Norway. Take that as you will. Very strict over there apparently, so we need to play it absolutely safe. And by absolutely safe, I'm talking 14 days off. You know what I'm talking about, baby. So Sweden then, we're about halfway in. What's it like? I think that's a, is it a Thundercat or something? Someone up the road from me growing up used to have one of them, I think. Thunder something. Beautiful. There's a lot of them going on. There's a lot of muscle cars and stuff going on around here. And I've seen earlier on a Snoop Dogg Drizzle Schnizzle, a car with, it was lowered and everything. Like a Cadillac, convertible Cadillac. Oh, there's a lot of that going on out here for some reason. For some reason they also love warming up their lampposts. Each to their own, I suppose. Each to their own. It says online out here, and this is true, I've searched it. When I say online, I mean chat GPT. Like, I want an answer, not a bloody health diagnosis, mate. If a phone is stolen out here, if someone pinches someone's phone, it makes the newspaper. I had my phone stolen 6 times waiting for the ferry to come over here. It's completely different worlds. Children, like I said the other day, there was a youth, I think it was about 10 or 11 or something like that, going past at 10, half 10, 11 o'clock at night, something around that time, by himself, mind, with his music blasting, safe. He knows he's safe. There's females walking around in the woods in dusk and dawn. There's no threat. Everyone's friendly, like I said. If they say hello, they mean it. Now, I'm not a bloody spotter, but I'm guesstimating that's the fort I'm aiming for. And by the look of it, dogs won't be allowed in there either. But we'll go and have a little look on the outside, because that looks like some Moroccan temple or something. Tell a lie, that's not the fort. That is over there. We'll go and have a little look at that. I might walk down this bridge actually, let's have a look. Let's go and have a look down here then. No idea. Found a pickup point for Sweden, to be honest with you. It's a pretty serious one, if I'm being truthful. It is beautiful, you know that. I've gobbed off about that since I've been here. It is. The people are lovely as well. Some of the nicest, different people I've ever met, kind of thing. But every time, and I put it down to a 1 off the first time, and you know, a 2 off the second time. But it's been about 8 times now. I haven't recorded it every single time, but about 8 times I've been near the water, and it absolutely stinks at every single one, with a capital A as well. The word absolutely is underlined as well. I'm on the verge, genuinely, I'm on the verge of gagging here. It's making me feel sick. I'm aiming down the end of the pier here, purely because there's some boats going past and I thought it looked cool. There's a little island or something. Look, the boats have seemed to have gone. There were little, well, there was one of them million things over there. Honestly, I'm half expecting to see like 8 barrels of toilet paper floating around. Absolutely vile. Let's go and check this bloody fort out there. Honestly, it smells like someone's 21 stone dad after a well, I won't go there, but you get the picture. Let's go and have a look at this fort. And away we go. Oh, this is cooler in here. Oh look, it's a little village. You know what? I was not expecting this. There does seem to be like an art gallery museum in here. But again, dogs aren't allowed. Holland's Cultural Museum. What? This place is much the same. This is the main chunk of the fortress. Whole lot of nothing, to be honest, and not a dig, like, unless it's to show, unless that's all the museum. There's not a lot going on either. There you go. Oh, cannons. Let's have a look at some cannons then, shall we? Bruce, I was trying to do an effect. Will you stop following me? I'm trying to... They've got another layer of cannonage down there, along with this row here, like, this goes on forever. But that's the view of the old, the city we're on, Varberg or Warburg. Apparently these guys used to have a massive, and I mean a massive, problem with them guys. We finally got one, like a little boat. Right, we're gonna start heading back, to be honest. Next stop, we'll go back down through the hot old town, get away from the water as much as we can, and try and fall in love with this place so we're not left with a bad memory. For you, is it worth coming? I mean, you might like the smell of hoop. It might be your cup of tea. You might like a chocolate Oreo. I mean, some of the buildings are here, and it's got a square, and to be honest, I need to be careful here. It's not the best looking religious building I've seen ever in Europe. Warburg or Vorburg, whatever you want to call it. It's like, it's got bits and bobs, you know, it's beautiful. If that was in the middle of, you know, anywhere in the UK, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's lovely, wow, cool, and whatever. But here it's sort of letting itself down a little bit. It is it, but it's not it at the same time. Yeah. And I really am giving this place a chance. Not that it needs my approval, like it's doing perfectly well on its own. To say like where we were yesterday, say that was like a 8, 9, 10 out of 10, right? This honestly is like a 3, but also like an 8 or 9 in the UK at the same time. I'm gonna get out of here now, I think. I don't want to harp on about it too much, don't want too much negator going on around here, but it's true, I'm not exaggerating, it is true. If it's your cup of tea, I don't know, but only you can decide that. This is certainly not mine. I'm going north. And just like that, we've learned how to spell falcon. I do love this place after all. I'm not being harsh on it, I'm just... remember, I'm trying to persuade you to get out here, and if I say somewhere's like not if I say somewhere's brilliant and it's not, and you get there, you know, I will feel bad for that, and you know, and that's the truth as well. No, you won't care and you don't know us. I do. Bloody Nora, boy, what are you doing? Just walked into that rose bush. Come on now, walked into a bloody rose bush like a tree branch thing. Yeah, I really would. If you spend your hard-earned money to come out here, on the off chance you actually listen to them, I will feel bad about it. I really. Oh man. 12 days later we crossed the road, didn't we? So that's why I'm just telling you the truth. And if you're watching my stuff, chances are, and you listen and you enjoy it, more importantly, chances are you're into the same sort of things as me. So if I persuaded you to go somewhere and I say it's good and it's not, who's to blame? You, because I'm not taking any blame. This is better. This is Kungsbacka. We've drove an hour north. Saying that though, and hand on bloody heart, some guy just came up to me. He was like, in Swedish, like, and I was like, English again. And he's like, have you got 100,000 Corona for him? 100,000 Corona. I just done the little conversion thing there, and he must have mixed it up with the old language barrier and that, because that's 7.5 grand. Yeah, mate. Yeah, 2 seconds. Let me just go to bloody NatWest. and just withdraw every penny I've ever had in my life. He must have got that wrong. Surely he's not that cheeky. Aim a little bit lower. Ask for a £5, perhaps. 100,000. Jesus Christ. No, I'm not joking either. That's true. Wow. Anyway, let's go and explore this place. I've got a little bit of a sneaky suspicion. It's charming, look, as you can imagine, but it's much, you've seen much the same from my videos before, haven't you? Like the old river and stuff like that. I've got a sneaky suspicion with Sweden that the good stuff's on the border. That's my sneaky suspicion. Because I've never had anyone ask me for money before. I've never nearly got gangrene from a smell before either. Not here, I mean. I have when I enter my brother's room. I've just nearly fell down a bloody hole, did you see that? Kungsbacka then. Let's have a look at the house prices whilst we're out. Yeah, one of these little random things. Can you see that? Oh, it doesn't say how much it is. I don't know. Probably about 500 billion quadrillion. You need to have 3 grams of antimatter to be able to buy a property around here. Well, this is what I'm saying, like, it's known for, this place is known for its wooden buildings, look. This is a lot better than the place we were at earlier on, straight away. Nothing's open, mind, but I'm joking. I do love Sweden. It's just, I've never nearly got gangrene from a smell before. It sort of made me lightheaded. I might, things I say today might be a bit, you know, not me, due to the brain fog I've just accumulated in the last hour. Oh, look at this beautiful bad boy, look. Redoing the church and stuff. Like I said, they're very, very, very religious overseas. That's what I've found. Everywhere. It's not just here, it's Portugal. It's all of Europe, it's all of Europe. Very religious. In fact, the place where it's least is the UK. Religion's one of them things, either you're for it or you're against it. Me, I take a neutral stance on things, stuff like that, especially if people are willing to, it rhymes with fly for it, certainly if people are willing to fly for it. And if they are willing to do that, it means it's very, very, it plays a very big part in their life. Meaning, who are we to judge? So I do respect it. Every single one. They've taken a leaf out of Denmark's book, look, with the old doorage. I love Denmark. I love all these places. The only place I felt slightly uncomfortable ever in Europe is sections of Germany. What should we call them? It's like the middle-aged people. The younger ones are fine. They're completely fine. The older ones are diamonds. It's like they're 45 to 60. They're just they walk around like someone's just slapped their bloody nan in front of them. Like, that's what they walk around like. The majority of them as well. But that's the only place I've ever felt slightly uncomfortable in on my travels entirely. Bless you. Always end in a graveyard to ask for forgiveness for slating their town. But these past two here have been turd, I'm not joking. Apart from them wooden things, it's a lot better. This one is a lot better than that Vorburg that was earlier on. However, it's not great. So what I'm going to do now is go to a nature reserve, and if the signal, I'm going to go bloody live, ain't I? Ooh, I'm tickety-flockety. Only if the signal though, I'm not fighting with the elements, if you know what I mean. But look at this. This is a perfect example, isn't it? The most beautiful country I've ever seen. I'm not saying there's not more stunners out there and even greater stunners out there. I'm not saying that. But with my own eyes, it's up there with one of the most beautiful countries I've ever seen. Certainly the nicest. Certainly. That is without a doubt. Like, Sweden is the most friendly. I mean, not $7.5 grand give to some dude friendly, mind. But I mean, does he get away with that normally? Does he get away with that? I don't know. But it's certainly not getting away with it with me. So we're going to go to a nature reserve now. Plan tomorrow out properly, which I've already done actually. Tomorrow looks good. And just go and chill. But here you go, it's just another example. Things don't always go your way, go to plan, do they? And that's the beauty of life. There's no up without a down. There's no inside without an outside. It's the bloody law of, what is it now? Opposites. I can't bloody remember. Oh no, this is what I've read all the books. I've read all the books. What is it? Basically, there's no up without a down. It's like opposites. You need opposites. That's how the world works, how the universe works, actually. And we've had so many good, perfect bloody days. Then you come here. It's the law of polarity. I would never have said that. This is nice though, isn't it, boy? Let's go and get you some water then. So yeah, we're heading back now. I'm going to that lakeside parking. Even though it says daytime parking only here, here's a little rule for you. It's similar to the right to roam in Scotland, and if you're unaware of that, basically you can basically park and camp wherever you like. There are limits to that, granted, which, you know, every time I say it, people jump in the comments and correct me in about 3 seconds. You can't park in someone's bedroom window. Do you want me to list the things you can't park, where you can't park? You can basically park wherever you like in Scotland. Here it's much the same, not much the same. Here it's, as long, I don't know what they call it, but as long as you don't disturb the nature, and it says daytime parking only, and this is in the wilderness I'm talking, not city centre, different world entirely again. You're not disturbing the wilderness, nature, or blocking the entry in and out. You can stay there, sort of like Scotland. But I must reiterate, you can't park in someone's window and stay there. Same with telephone boxes, same with post offices, same with like vertical in here. You can't park here. You'll get a ticket for things like that. It's just a lot more lenient than the UK, than England. Like that's what I'm saying. A lot more. And if you're a van geek like myself, that's what you want to know about, because you want to come here and explore it. Look at this artwork. I feel like I've just slated this place. I don't, it's lovely. It's just what I've seen thus far. This wasn't the best, really. And again, some of you actually go where I say, and I want to sleep at night, and I won't be able to if I've wasted your money. Isn't that better? Isn't that better? Oh, don't know if you can make it out up there. That's where the van is. Look, completely free once again. As I've said before, it's almost as if they want you to enjoy the wilderness, the outdoors, life over here. So we're going to go have a little explore. Rumour has it there's a lake and a half here. Now I don't know how that compares to English lakes, and to be fair, I don't think we're in mountainous territory yet either, so it might just be a flat old lake. But surely it's worth a look. I've just realised I've got a bloody tan look. Oh, heat wave galore at the minute. All over, everywhere I've been. It's not rained once since I've been here, to be honest with you, which is a bit strange. I've heard the temperature's dropped in the UK, which always makes me happy, doesn't it? Sweden's version of the right to roam then. Let's have a look at this then, shall we? So it's called the Allemansratten rules. Allemansratten rules. If you want to check it out and have a look to make sure I'm not lying, you're not going to get some random ticket out here, courtesy of some bold dude you just found on the internet. Don't trust bold people on the internet. What did your mum tell you? It's spelled Allemansra, 2 dots above the A, Tten. That's the Sweden's version of the right to roam. Not as lenient as Scotland. Scotland's the best place on planet Earth for leniency, camping wise, nature wise, and so on. So it's not as lenient as Scotland, but it ain't far off. It's one of the best. Come on. What was that? Sounded like someone just closed a door from 1703. I'm not an expert. However, I wouldn't say this is snow dog territory. Exhibit A, look, someone enjoying the nature. And over here is the lake. Hang on, dogs, listen to the roar. No, wait, shut up. God, it's kicking off, guys, it's kicking off. Be aware though, it's beautiful and you'll see it in a minute. I can see it through the trees, but it's not worth showing you at the moment. Be aware. Why, Kieran, I hear you ask? We're nearly in Norway, which means one thing: moose, water, dusk and dawn. Avoid. Capiche? You seem very adamant, Kieran. Why should we avoid moose? Aren't they the delicious little chocolate things our nans give us? No, 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 no. No. Have you ever seen a moose? That's hence why I'm like looking out everywhere here. Have you ever seen a moose? I have, and I'll tell you something for free. I was in a BV. Now, again, this is a marine story. BV, don't know what it stands for, but it's basically a shed, or two sheds actually, on tank tracks. That's what it is. That's what a BV is. You're quite high. I'd say my eye line when I'm sat in, when I was driving in there was probably, I'm 5'11", right? Probably about that. What's that? Like 6'7" or something like that. That's what your eye line is, right? My eye line came up to its shoulders. I was like, holy moly, what is that? Because it didn't have its big old horns, like, you know, didn't have its big old horns. And someone was like, that's a moose. And I was like, it's not a moose. Where's his antlers? Anyway, looked that way. Guess who was there? Mum and Dad. Yep. You may never know what I'm talking about unless you saw one for yourself, because you can't put it into perspective. You can't like judge it, can you, from someone just telling you a story? Like, that's not an exaggeration. That, and the one that came up with the eye line with the shoulder blades, that was the baby. Dad was off his nut. And then you go, oh, but it's just a big horse meets a cow meets a mountain. Surely that can't, you know, you can't be dangerous. Surely they're not territorial. Surely they're not vicious. Surely, you know, they don't care if you're looking at their child. They will stomp you and they won't stop. So take it as you will. Listen to me if you like. Or don't. That's entirely up to you. You should be an adult watching this. But believe me when I say, be aware up here. From here onwards, basically. There's also bears and wolves, but that's more north than here. So they are here, have been known to be here in these woods, but it's very, very rare. Hence why I've got some camping equipment on me. We found it. The electric fence. Dogs must be kept on a lead. If they've said this, right, if you're going to take anything away from this video, let this be the one and only thing, apart from, you know, being aware of moose, etc. If they have said this in Scandinavia and there's an electric fence, you better believe your dog needs to be on the lead. The good thing is dogs can outrun, and you know, wolves and the little bears, they're not threat bears, they're bears you can, yeah, cheers mate, bang, you know, you'll get beat up a little bit, but so will the bear. Like, it's not a grizzly, nor is it a polar. That's where the line's drawn. But it's the moose. It's the moose. If there's one here, me and the dog are jumping backwards over that fence. I'll tell you that for bloody nothing. Dear God. My mum, right, like I say, I'm a few days ahead on a week or so ahead on the videos. She's like, Kieran, mate, look after yourself, as mums do all the time. When she gets to see this video, right, she'll be like, what are you doing? I'll be like, oh, your phone's charged, is it? You want to know the important thing, don't you? You want to know how to successfully get away from a moose attack, don't you? Well, let's read this so I don't get in any sort of legal trouble with anyone who might, you know, do what I've said and it's gone wrong. So let's read this verbatim. If you see a moose, keeping my noise down a little bit because I don't want to really see a moose again. They're huge and scary. Stay calm. They're usually quite chill, it says, unless startled with calves in autumn. Why are you having a calf in autumn, you weirdo? Why? Why do you have it spring like everyone else? You big weird horse antler thing. What are you doing? Don't let the dog chase it. Do not let the dog chase it, says. That's underlined. Create space, back away slowly, give the moose a wide berth. Hence why I'm looking around now. Because if I see one over there, and one could literally... No way. I think that's a bloody bush. Is that a bush? Is that a bush? It's like might just be a brown bush. I'm seeing things. I hope. Now create space. Back away slowly. Give the moose a wide berth, at least 50 meters. Do not block its path. If it wants to go one way, you bloody let it. You let it. Be like, hey, do what you gotta do, son. I'm here. I'm enjoying the sun. I'm strolling with the dog. You do what you gotta do to have a good day yourself. If the moose seems aggressive, oh, the important bit. Something in between you and the moose, like a tree or a big rock. But luckily, as you can see, none of that is here, is it? Cheers for that. Do not yell or throw things. This will just annoy it, right? With me so far. Keep the dog close and controlled. Why, I hear you ask? Because you look bigger than you are. Simples. What am I doing with my life? Anyway, what not to do, underlined with a stop sign emoji. What not to do. Do not try and fight it. Why? Because moose are huge. That's what it says. Moose are huge. Up to 600 kilograms or 1,300 pounds. You wouldn't win. Don't let your dog off the lead. Even hunting dogs are trained to keep distance. Your pet can easily be murked. Anyone else nervous? Oh my God. I was just nearly laying ostrich egg then. I was... Jesus Christ. Look at this. I don't know if you can see them. There's a herd of cow here, but they're big. And I'm thinking, you know, on the lookout for moose kind of thing. I don't want to get too close because there is quite a few of them. And like I said, this is nature reserve territory, isn't it? This isn't a farm. They're not used to potentially people. Bear that in mind as well. Because there's also snakes, but we're not worried about them just yet. Oh my God, there's more of them right there. Right, that's as close as I'm going because matey boy's staring me out, and there's a lot more of them. I'm not bothered about cows, to be honest. I walk in a field, even though they try and chase you, I stand there. My mum's completely different. I'm not going any further than that actually, just in case. The sun's starting to go down a little bit, and that is moose territory. Keep an eye on that bloody cow. What should we do? Should we try and find a snake, boy, shall we? Do you want to find a snake? Take it with us. We'll keep it in your bed if you want. You know, so we're always on edge, shall we? In fact, I haven't got a photo yet. Always take a picture. I'll touch more on that in a minute. Yeah, my mum is terrified of cows. She was chased when she was younger, basically. I've never been chased, so I've got no reason to be scared of them, kind of thing. Not that I would be anyway. They have chased after me since childhood. I just stood my ground and I learned they stop. If you're not all of them, I know there's disasters that go on, you know, but from my experience, I've never got into any trouble with a cow. He has. He's been chased. Only chased though, not hurt, not even touched, to be fair, because he dipped. And when I say he would have left Usain Bolt in the dust, I mean it. Imagine the monstrosities of animals over there. I feel like I'm getting chased by bees as well. Look in here, is bloody bees. Is everything here a threat, is it? Is it? Doesn't surprise me. That's what we do now. We just put ourselves in danger, apparently, for no reason as well. Why did we come this way? Why did we go through the electric fence? Always take the picture. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you a quick example. That's not my thing, by the way. I've seen that online, and I was like, I do anyway. I always take photos, you know. I record every single day of my life, basically, unless I'm at home with my feet up, growing my hair out. So the memory gland then, the hippocampus meets the prefrontal cortex. What does that mean? It's the memory gland. We know what it means, don't we? Memory. It's where memory's stored, isn't it? The job of that is to delete memory. Can you believe that or not? Delete your memory. Because imagine if you remembered every single leaf you saw, every single pebble you walked on, every lamppost you went past. And I was going to think of something funny then, but I just couldn't. I couldn't. Imagine if you'd done that. Imagine how ramming your brain would be. Like, it would just be chock-a-blocked. The job of the two, working together by the way, two different things, is to delete stuff, for you to forget stuff, for you to not drive up the M5 and remember every single line on the middle of the road all the way home. That's the job of the two combined. Why is that important? Well, that's funny you should ask. It's important because it's their job to help you forget, to make you forget. Otherwise your brain would just be super duper chock-a-rama Rupert. Alright, does that make sense? What I'm saying is, and what I'm getting at is, even though, I'm going to remember walking in a moose forest with the dog in Sweden. I'm going to remember that. That's the type of thing you remember, isn't it? But I won't remember them cows, hence why I just took a photo of them. You wouldn't either. You remember traumatic things or very, very, very good things as well. You only remember really good things or really bad things. Simple. You remember you used to love Christmas, but you don't remember what you got unless it was the main present, unless Santa dropped you a PlayStation 1 with Crash Bandicoot and you were like, oi oi. Yeah, you with me so far? Always take the photo. And when I've seen that meme or whatever it was, or something, it might have been some wise old boy like a Buddhist or something like that, say it, and I was like, people should know that more. More people should be aware of that. And the reason why people don't do anything about it, i.e. don't take the photo for the memory, this is what I'm getting at. It was a treat. Is because I'll remember when I always take the photo, especially when you're with your version of the world, like, the dog, your children, your parents, because one day, and sometimes out of nowhere, take the photo. Oh good. The path is leading us down definite snake territory now. I'm just showing you how far in the wild we are. The bloody motorway. Can you believe that? I feel like Bear Grylls out here recording, pretending I'm in the wild when really I'm next to a Wendy burger. Look at the size of these bloody ants. Look at it. And it's giving it 10 men as well. Yeah, be careful, boy. Thanks for that. Should we go, boy, before we end up in a ant nest? Remember what I said, that this is adder territory. What do? They stay on the rocks, don't they? What am I on at the minute? The rocks. Just be vigilant with stuff like that. This is not a survival series or channel or whatever, by the way. This is just purely things I'm interested in. I'm trying to give you a little bit of my knowledge I've picked up over my 15 years in the Royal Marines, to be honest with you. I've always been interested in nature and stuff like that, and again, if you came out here and you done something because I suggested it and you end up getting hurt, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself for that. And I know that sounds probably cheesy to you, because who am I? Like, I don't know you, you don't know me, and all this stuff, but that's the truth. I'm very empathic, I think the word is. I relate to people all the time, and if I found out something was my fault, I truly could never forgive myself. Like, if it was bloody serious, Jesus Christ, I'd never forgive myself. Right, let's get back to the van before a bloody dragon comes or something. What's this? What are you doing, boy? We're back through the wire now. All done. Safe. Clear. Good to go. That was good. Bit of heart racy kind of thing. I'm not joking. That really is a moose territory thing. Right? How many of them are there? I don't know. But never take the risk. If it says it online, you bloody listen. Alright. And there you bloody have it. The end of another eventful day. not the best. And I do think that's important to highlight as well. It wasn't the best day in comparison to the other days I've had here. That's fact. Oh, there's a deer running over here. I should probably get it. Well, I hope it's a deer and not a bloody tiger, knowing this area. But I do think it's important to highlight that purely because life, I know I'm living the dream, I'm in Switzerland, Sweden, aren't I? I'm living the dream. Life doesn't always go to plan. Plans don't always go to plan. That's important. It's also to be expected. Some days there's rainbows, sometimes it's raining bloody lava. And hey, you better believe everything in between. And that's the fun part. It keeps you on your toes, keeps you guessing, keeps you wondering. Best thing you can do is just prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That's the only way to go about it. The important thing is though, you get up off the sofa or off your bloody bed and book the ticket, because rainbows and raining lava only happen if you get amongst it, and it's as simple as that. This is yet another beautiful evening. To go on a little further stroll now in the woods before. What did I say earlier on about the moose? And what is it now? Yep, dusk. So we're only going to go on a little 20-minute stroll before we head back to the safety of our tin van. Do it. Just do it. That's the reason I take you to the graveyards. That's the reason I take you to churches and places like that, burial sites, because those grounds are thriving, are rich with people who never done it, potentially. I guarantee if they knew what they know now, if there's a way they could do that, they would have bloody done it. Don't get to the end of the road and think, coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's the biggest, well, one of the biggest fears of my life. Should it be yours? Only you can decide that, I'm afraid. Anyway, he just fell over, and come on then, boy. He loves the long grass. Come on then, boy. We found a patch of grass, haven't we? Right outside the van. The van's behind them. You might have seen them earlier on, the white barrel things, what they're called, hay things. Here he goes. So he wanted to show you some zoomers. I hope you enjoyed them. Don't bite me, boy. He does that. Does anyone else's dog do that? Come up and go. Anyway, I hope this one was better, boy. Was it? You know what to do. So always take care and do not forget to bye-bye them.